So back to what I was saying.
All right, guys, it's time for me to stump y'all's asses again.
Don't know. I'm feeling kind of lucky today.
All right.
I've only lost once.
Well,
I suck.
no,
Like,
Sonny,
this is what it is.
It's just you trust me, and I appreciate that about you. You're like, oh yeah, Kevin Cole wouldn't lie to me.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyway, get my somebody's dog's trying
I feel
to
like this one will be a work. This one will be a work for today. I feel like.
All right, here we go. Before he was a professional wrestler, Drew Gulak was a lion tamer. Yes, you heard me correctly. As a teenager, Gulak worked at the circus as a seasonal gig. In the show, Gulak orchestrated lions on stage as the circus owner's apprentice. In a 2012 interview, Gulak spoke fondly of the lion he once worked with. It was a female named Sheba, and she was very sweet, is what he said. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, come back, and you guys tell me if that's a work or if that's a shoot. All right, Tommy, I'm going to let you go first. Is that a work or a shoot, buddy?
Well, since you used that same story with Aleister Black last season.
Shut up. What the hell are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? Why would you do that?
I think it was a work.
What a jerk.
Really? No, my answer.
Thanks. Now I got a right answer.
It is a work.
Love you, John.
All right, smart
Ladies
pants.
and gentlemen, work and shoot will not be showing tonight.
Back to our normally scheduled broadcast. Hang on a second, Tommy. Since you're not working with me here, you just totally went into business for yourself.
I'm sorry. I started laughing when you was reading it. I was like, "Oh God, he's not doing this again."
I guarantee you, neither of three of those heard me do that last season. Guarantee it.
It's a work. And
honestly,
actually, I did. I did the episode.
Honestly, I thought that was 2 seasons ago. I did that, Tommy.
It's a work.
Of course, it's a work, Lyndon.
I mean, I knew that before. When you said lion tamer, I'm like, no, that's a work. Because Drew
When he
just
started
been
out, like, "Oh God, not
Okay,
again."
Tommy. All right, Tommy. You want to be a smarty pants? Who was that story about?
It was somebody's Cedric and Floyd or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. I just remember you said it was Aleister Black at one time.
It was.
At least it wasn't Chris Jericho.
Yeah, that would have been great. It was actually Christopher Walken. He was a lion tamer when he was.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
But I was hoping to get some. I was hoping to work somebody because Drew Gulak actually was a circus clown for a little while when he was younger.
Right. Well, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool. I'm about to mute your ass, pal. You done made me mad. That's my number one con of the week. Mike Wills, you all right. Tommy Thompson, you a jerk, pal. God. It's why we can't have nothing nice.
This is gold. This is gold.
Where's Carol Baskins at when you need her? Feeds you to the damn whistle pigs, you punk. All right, Tommy, can you get it together so we can keep the show going?
Yeah, let's do it.
We got some cons to talk about and some pros.
Well, Lyndon called it out. That's where we're starting.
Oh, we're going cons first. Okay, cool.
Cons
Awesome.
first. Have at it. Have at it. I'll let you guys get going.
So I'll go ahead and start us out. My con this week, and honestly, I was having trouble because it was so good, but I'm like, man. So AEW last week, we saw the match between Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker. And man, that match was AEW's like first best women's match that they've had. Only reason why it landed in the con for this week is because Tony Khan made it a non-sanctioned match so that the match didn't even count towards anything.
That don't fucking matter. Don't count. It's wrestling, bro.
Dude,
tell me you're not one of these people that's buying into the wins and losses count.
Dude.
Like my match with you.
Dude. Look here.
Shut up, Michael.
Look here, man. Because let's be real here, because we've talked about AEW's women's division, right? But that match, Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa just like showed why those two can carry that division.
Hold on a second. You're very much teetering on pros right here.
But the con is they just didn't leave it as a regular main event match.
That's a bullshit answer. That's such a bullshit answer. I'm not taking that. I'm not buying it. Tommy, I'm not mad at you anymore. Now I'm mad at Lyndon. Tommy, you all right?
It's okay, Skip. It's okay, Skip. We ain't supposed to agree. We ain't supposed to agree. Skip aside.
Now, honest to goodness, when you started that, I was hoping you was going to say the first 5 minutes of that match, because that was about the weakest chair shots I've ever seen them go back and forth with. And then the match started, and it went great. They finished strong, but the chair shots in the first 5 minutes of that match was weak.
I'm going to come back to that match later. I'm not talking about that match right now. Sonny, do you want to talk about that match right now?
No.
Thank you. Mike, you want to talk about that match right now?
No.
Lyndon, Tommy, you're a couple jerks. I'll tell you one thing I didn't like about women this week in wrestling. It did no favors for Bianca to be punked out by Sasha like she was at the pay-per-view. You mean to tell me that somebody going to come up and push your forehead and you going to look at them like, I can't believe you did that to me. And then them slap the dog shit out of you. You hit me in the face. What are we doing here? You made her look like such a punk right there. Lyndon, did you hear me? I'm trying to argue with you.
Dude, I'm sorry. Michael Lovin got me distracted.
Don't worry about him. Listen. He used to chew on paint chips when he was a kid. Don't just ignore him. Let's keep moving.
As a kid, he's still doing it. What are you talking about?
Oh man. But here the thing with that, I think they're building that up to a WrestleMania storyline is why they had Sasha do that. I mean, Sasha slapped Bianca so hard, Bianca's eyelash.
Sure, yeah, and
Bianca's eyelash went missing.
Yeah, we all seen.
Like after that slap,
we all seen that.
After that slap,
that's not my issue. That was good. You know, she's like, here, referee, take my eyelash here, so I can look at her all in amazement and not do anything about it. I didn't have an issue with the angle there. My issue was that Bianca just sit there and looked at her. It was. There's no.
Yeah, Bianca should have retaliated back. She should have retaliated back.
You know, drew back or something. I'm gonna blast you on, Sasha. You know, something.
She definitely should have reacted back after that slap to kind of like give more of that momentum of, we ain't waiting until WrestleMania. Like, we gonna do it right now. Like, we gonna get to it. I think something along that line should have happened.
She's calculating how much that eyelash just cost her.
$350.
$350. Yeah.
Sonny, what did you not like in professional wrestling this week?
The train noises with Braun Strowman when he was going around the ring. Like, what? Like,
I wonder if anybody else heard that.
Was like,
I thought it was a train down the street, because I do have a train go down the tracks. I thought, is that train coming? It was on TV.
Unbelievable. Why? Like, why?
It's WWE. That's why.
Who thought that was a good idea? Like, oh my God.
You can't slap a leg for a claymore, but hey, let's pipe in some train noises.
I'm gonna get
Come on, ride the train. Choo choo choo, ride it. Woo,
Right,
woo.
You're gonna get these hands. Choo choo.
Oh, they need to get Freight Train. They need to book Freight Train. You remember Freight Train? Oh, they need to get Freight Train.
No,
Oh,
sir.
my gosh.
They don't need to do that.
Oh,
Man,
Let's
I
keep
was
it
wondering
moving.
if anybody else heard that besides me. Those train noises. I was like, man, you can't
No.
be serious
Yeah,
right now.
that's silly. Let's keep it moving.
That's so
Mike,
silly.
what did you not like in the wrestling world this week?
My con is Peacock. Now,
Oh boy.
I went to, yeah, and I'll tell you why. I had church Sunday night. When I came home, I turned it on, expected to rewind it and go to the start. Couldn't do it. Had to switch back to WWE Network and watch it from the beginning. And that was my thing with Peacock. They're going to be doing all this hype for switching over to Peacock, and they can't even give anybody the opportunity to start from the beginning if it's not convenient to start when they want to start. That's my con.
I think you could almost just put Peacock as a whole in the con right now because there's so many questions with it. That right there, I didn't know about until you told me. That sucks.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
were you able to pause it once it was going, or do you got to watch it all the way through?
I can only go back to the part where it was live. It was live only. You couldn't rewind or fast forward or nothing.
But you don't know if
can
you
you
can
watch
pause
it now?
I don't know. I haven't checked it yet.
You should be able to watch Fastlane now because I know I was watching it again, but I was watching it on Sunday, and so I know it would ask me start from the beginning or resume is what it would ask me when I would
Start
like
from
have to
beginning,
close out
over
and come
here.
back in.
Start up from the beginning.
So I'm pretty sure Peacock probably has a lot of kinks to work out.
And I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt for that.
First run.
Yeah, you got kinks you got to work out. I get that, and that's why I'm not ready to throw them under the bus yet. I haven't purchased Peacock yet. Obviously, I will before WrestleMania because that's going to be where it's exclusively at. But I'll bitch about that later. Right now, I want to mention the Fiend in the cons, which I was afraid I wasn't going to have to do. Tommy looks flabbergasted over there.
I already say judges probably.
It's because of his outfit he landed in the cons because he looked like Swamp Thing.
That's exactly what it was. And what it is more so than that is, as you guys noticed on Raw last night and at the pay-per-view Sunday, they had. Well, I don't care about that. That's cool. I mean, this guy's a super monster. It's cool. My thing is they had the lights down again, and the Fiend does look menacing and spooky right now. Okay. What happens when you turn the lights back up? I'm afraid that thing's going to look pretty damn stupid.
But you know what he should have done, though, John?
What's that?
He should have asked Randy Orton, what in the world did you use to get healed up so quick from your burns? Because it only took him, about 4 months to actually come back and look like that. And it took Randy Orton 3 weeks.
Well, I mean, it's all part of the storyline that they've been building. Like I said, it's all part of the storyline they've been building. Which, like I said, I was like, well, Fiend showing back up at Fastlane. I mean, come on. Well, Super Fiend is what I want to call him on this one. Basically, on the fact he really only sold that RKO for like what last night? Like a minute and 30 seconds. And they're still right up like.
But this is the one time that makes sense with this character. It's not Matt Jackson or Cody Rhodes taking a powerbomb from Shaq popping up. It's the Fiend.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. It probably took him 2 minutes to get up because of that heavy suit.
Thing looked pretty heavy, don't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy Robinson being a jerk. JCC pulling a Vinnie Mac using the same material year after year.
He is not wrong, and you want to know why? Because if you noticed on Raw last night with Bobby Lashley,
oh Lord,
what did Triple H do so he didn't have to have a match with Goldberg? He tried to give everybody a championship opportunity, right? And what did Bobby Lashley do last night? It was like, I will give you a title shot if you take out Drew McIntyre.
Well, you can even go back to Sunday night because actually on one of my cons that I was contemplating discussing was Edge's enforcer role at Fastlane. It was almost the same identical thing as Shawn being the ref in the Undertaker versus Bret Hart match years ago, where Shawn Michaels accidentally hit Undertaker, and there's a big schmoz, and man, almost, Vince is doing what I be doing. That's all I'm saying.
Vince uses same storylines, just in different factors. and as long as we've been watching wrestling, he doesn't think we're going to pick up on this.
Mike Loving says his call was Ospreay winning the New Japan Cup. He wins everything over there. Let Jay White win something.
Okay,
Jay White
let me
won it
sum that
last
up.
year.
Hold on. Let me sum that up. Michael Loving's mad because I whooped his ass in our fantasy league, and I had Ospreay, he had Jay White, so he can just forget that.
Mike,
but here's the thing.
Hold on, Lyndon. Hold on. Mike, if you can't understand what Lyndon's saying right now, he's saying, suck it, Big Mike. Suck it. Go ahead, Lyndon.
But the thing I said was they were either going to go with Jay White or Will Ospreay to win the New Japan Cup.
Right.
Like I had said that from the get-go. Like they were going to go the other two, but it makes sense that they're going Will Ospreay for this. And that's one of my pros. Simply because the fact
we ain't proing yet.
But that's I'll get back into that in the pro. But that comment I was like, Michael Lovins, I'm not paying attention to that. He wants Tessa Blanchard to come back and wrestle for all promotions. Nope, not happening.
No,
nope.
Why, does he have her in fantasy?
Oh, he has her in fantasy, all right.
He did. He had her in
every
fantasy.
night in the fantasy.
It was like, dude, Tessa's not coming back. Come on now.
Sonny, this is a callback for you. Michael Mann says he has train tracks rattling in his backyard. He don't need them making noises on my wrestling, Kevin Dunn.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
I'm not
right.
even kidding. I had a friend who was like, am I hallucinating right now?
How high
And I
am
was
I?
like, no, I heard it too.
Freaking train.
Like-
The fight stand crowd noise isn't bad enough. Let's make a train noise.
Let's do a train.
Right?
Let's see if anybody will catch this if we do it. I bet you somebody
That's
made a bet with
so
somebody like, I bet
embarrassing.
you won't play. I bet you won't play this train noise during Braun's match. I bet you won't do it. Oh, for real? You gonna bet your whole paycheck? Okay, cool. Bet I'm gonna do it.
Watch this.
It's cool. I'll take that whole stimulus check from you, bro. Go ahead, give it to me. I'll take it from you. You said I wouldn't do it. I did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe
Jeremy,
me, those clowns that get stamp check.
Jeremy Robinson in the chat says that his con is AEW always doing something to kill their momentum. That bum-ass exploding ring, that Asian chick with the sorry-ass shots with a microphone. Every time they do something awesome, it's followed by a dud.
Yeah, she did have some bad shots at the microphone, but doggone, she's cute.
Who are we talking about?
Hikaru Shida.
We're talking about
No, the one that sounded like something you buy out of Starbucks or whatever. What was
Maki
it?
Ito.
Maki Ito?
Makahito,
Because she's singing her theme. She's singing her song.
I don't know if
Her
you guys.
interest?
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but John Silver and the rest of the Dark Order was going to invite her into the group, and she said, "Fuck you! I'm going back to Japan."
Yep.
She
Yep.
said, "F you simps,
All right.
F you simps. I'm going back to Japan."
Let's see. Big
Dark Order is good with Anna Jay. So yeah, they don't need nobody.
Absolutely.
She's gonna be out for you.
Absolutely.
They're gonna do something else.
But I feel like Tay Conti does need to join Dark Order because I'm like, dude, come on,
Yeah.
just let Tay be a part of it too.
No.
Well, the fact that they're best friends and she's always around, just do it already.
That's what I'm saying. Like she needs to just already be a part of Dark Order.
She too busy slow pounding with Will Hobbs. Everybody knows that. Sorry.
Okay, there. Okay, Skip.
All right, let's keep it moving. Ben Cliff says the fact that Strowman is on TV is a con.
oh boy, he just got Judge mad.
Kenny Dunn says the way that the WWE does Elias, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Elias is great.
That's another talent that also found a picture of us together.
Hold on. You want to hear something funny, though? The way that Walk with Elias does Elias.
Who wants to walk with Elias? Not the WWE.
Nope.
Maybe you guys can help me with this one. All you indie darlings out there. Ben Cliff said feathered birds are cons. What the hell's he talking about?
Feathered birds. I didn't wrestle this weekend.
Does he mean? Yeah.
I don't know.
I see what you did there.
Feathered. I don't know.
Michael Loving,
That's-
he's actually dropping knowledge in here for us, guys. That's what Mike Loving does. He said Randy Orton's wife was not happy with Alexa Bliss. We know, Mike. We know, Mike. Everybody knows.
That was just for clout. That was just for clout.
You're not breaking news in the chat, Mike. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
That's just for clout. We don't care.
I gotta say, this week I've kind of been really upset with how Daniel Bryan has weaseled his way into this. We all know it's going to end up a triple threat.
How bad are you going to be if he wins the title?
Oh my God, I'll be livid.
No,
livid.
Here's the swerve. Roman's going to keep the title.
Of course he is.
Roman's going to end up keeping the title. I'm just going to tell you that right now. If it ends up a triple threat match, Roman keeps the title.
It will be.
If it stays a single match, Edge is going to win the title.
Tommy?
If DB gets added to that match, Roman's keeping it.
You just sit over there with your bullshit opinions, speaking like they facts. You don't know that shit. Tommy, okay. Just so you know, Jeremy Robinson said Vince McMahon's golden piss is what healed Randy Orton.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. And the Fiend wasn't around to get pissed on. I forgot. Sorry. He took a vacay and he couldn't. Yeah.
Kenny Dunn says, I haven't seen this, but he said he's seen rumors that people think that it was Bo in the Super Fiend get up. I don't think it was big enough to be Bo.
No, Bo. I think Bo's a lot smaller than Bray. I want to say.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It was too big to be Bo. Is what I meant.
Yeah.
Well,
it's definitely short.
Let's go to pros. We've been on cons for like 20 minutes. I'll start. Darby Allin and John Silver tomorrow night. I'm super excited about that match. It should be a good one.
I agree.
John Silver's preparation for that match was hilarious on Being the Elite. Hilarious.
What's so funny about it is not necessarily what they were doing. It's just his little arms running. See his little ass run.
He's getting hit by skateboards and shit. That was great.
Damn, ain't nobody else got no pros?
Bianca Belair's eyelash.
The whole 350 it went out.
Eyelash fell off.
I don't think I watched enough to get a pro out of everything. I mean, I watched the pay-per-view.
But yeah, there's nothing really there.
It wasn't much. I mean, the whole, like I say, the Bray, Randy, and Alexa Bliss thing is what's saving WWE.
That was my only pro. That was going to be my only pro was their match from Sunday because I think we all knew the Fiend was coming back, and so that's why I say they always carry.
Lyndon told us last week, guys. He said the Fiend was coming back, and he's right.
Mm-hmm. I didn't say the Fiend was coming back because when has WWE ever done an intergender match?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was kind of obvious that was going to happen. So
yeah. But
my pro from this week though was of course New Japan was my pro with the New Japan Cup. It was a good cup, a bunch of great, wrestlers in that tournament. I know Will Ospreay and David Finlay, like their match was incredible that they had. And then, like I said, the match between Shingo and Will was a rematch from the Best of the Super Juniors match that they had. And so I actually like where New Japan is going with Will Ospreay to do a title match between him and Kota Ibushi. Because that match within itself, like you got Cody Ibushi, you got Will Ospreay. Like this is not going to be the first time these two have met and had a match with each other. Like this is about to be a fire.
Tommy, do me a favor. You do me just whenever he's done talking about this bullshit, just call me back.
right, I was to it all day.
I told you to go watch New Japan, John Covey Cole. Told you to go
That title
watch it.
match he's talking about right there, that's going to be a 45-minute. Oh my gosh, that's going to be like a 45-minute nonstop. It's going to be like Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho type match.
I don't give a damn how long
watched-
the match is or how good the match is. I don't care about that. All it is a 6 to 12-minute match. Tell me a story, take it home, and get the hell out of there. You don't have to go out there and do 15, 30, 14 flips and.
Oh shoot! I went 20 minutes.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's not going to be a lot of flips because if you haven't noticed, Osprey hasn't done a lot of flips.
Tommy, you said you went 20 minutes one time. Who was you working? Cuban?
No, I was working a guy called Sweet Tooth down in Gary, West Virginia.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the working 20 minutes, probably at least a third of that was working the crowd. Am I right?
All 35 of them.
Right. That's the whole population of Gary, ain't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
But that's my point. You know, at an indie show is one thing when you're working and playing with the crowd, but when you're watching it on TV, I don't just want to see a bunch of gymnastics. That's cool and all, but I want some story. And Derek Jones used to tell me all the time on the show, there's story you just got to watch. You just got to watch. You just got to watch. I'm sorry. If it's a good wrestling match, I could turn the match on, not know who either one of the wrestlers are, and be interested before the match is over.
John, that's a good point.
They should be able to tell that story in the match.
I'm glad you said that because one of my other pros was the fact that the Miz won clean Monday night.
Well, that was almost
without any help.
That was almost my con. How you gonna bury Jeff Hardy like that?
Well, the end of it made up for when Bad Bunny did the guitar shot. I mean, you know me, you know how I like the Miz, and I think he deserves to win a clean match every now and then, heel or
He's
face.
awesome. He's awesome.
You daggone right he is. And his real name's Mike. Go figure.
Yep.
They just book him wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, do they ever.
Yeah. It should have been a Brooklyn Brawler he had a clean win over. Huh,
I'm going to go back to Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. We talked about that briefly earlier. Tommy, was it Tommy the one trying to give Ed a con? Or was that you, Lyndon?
No, that was me.
Yeah, just
it was only because it was not.
No. You had your con moment. No. You had your con moment with your bullshit con answer. You leave that in the past. We're talking pros now.
Skip.
That was not only the best women's match in All Elite Wrestling, but I think that was the best match since the inception altogether in All Elite Wrestling. Told a great story. The color, oh my God, it was beautiful. It was just very well done.
Don't mess with Britt Baker. That's all I'm saying.
She's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
I bet you Adam Cole was like, what the hell is Britt doing right now?
Getting over
Because,
son.
I mean,
Yep.
Woo.
Tommy, what else did you like out there?
I don't know.
Okay. Go over, sit over with your thumb up your butt. We're going to pass it on to Sonny. Sonny, what did you like out there?
Okay, go ahead.
So, and you're going to love this.
Oh, God.
This week on Impact. Yeah. I really loved Don Callis's promo that he cut to Rich Swann. He was playing Puppet Master and being like, I've got no faith in you. That's why I went to Omega. It was such a beautifully done promo. I am so excited for that match.
He got into the mind with Rich. He got into the mind of Swan after that promo. He got into his mind
beautifully done.
So Rich is like,
was Daphne on there?
Dang.
No.
Daphne used to work for him.
Don't start that shit, Tommy.
I knew that bring it back.
Even though I hate the way they've booked Sami Zayn, as far as having him on top, I'm excited about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. El Generico versus Kevin Steen again. They always put on a great match, and I'm excited to see that.
Oh, hands down. Two Canadians doing what they love do best. That's going to be a heck of a match.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, let's go. Let's get with it, man. That's going to be good.
Mike, any more pros?
Not really.
Ooh, champ got no more pros. Dang.
It wasn't really a pro week.
It hardly ever is. It hardly
ever is a pro
like-
week.
Well, actually, I do
it's
have
sort
one,
of-
but I don't know if you can consider it a pro or not. During the pay-per-view, the deodorant commercial had a question about that. I mean, I read up on who Joe Average was, but when Akira Tozawa ripped the shirt open, what the heck was that Panther thing all about? I have no idea what that reference was. I thought it was funny because it was R-Truth doing what R-Truth does, but after R-Truth is done gone, Akira Tozawa comes back and rips the dude's shirt open and says, the legend is true about the Panther, and I have no idea what they were talking about. So it left me wondering why. What?
I can't answer that, Mike.
What?
I don't know. I'm sure there was some answer out there, but I don't have it.
Right.
I got to go back to the chat here before I get some Ramblers pros. Kenny Dunn says, "Come on, JC. See, Cody and Dustin was better than that." I tell you what I didn't like about the Cody and Dustin match. The match was phenomenal, told a great story. I didn't like the hug and embrace at the end. I didn't need to have that. If they wanted to do that in a couple weeks, a month, whatever, cool. But not right after the match. You just went to battle, man.
You talking about like from 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, "Hey, let's be a tag team," and then tagged up in the next pay-per-view after the both standing there bloody.
I mean, that was a homage promo to their dad. So
I don't give a damn. Give him a bionic elbow. I'll go over to his casket. Just bam.
Wow.
Damn.
so sad. So terrible.
Actually, I think I'm mad. I think I'm mad because Kenny Dunn is probably right. That was a good match. I forgot what it led to, Tommy, with the promo, and we should be partners, and we almost gonna cry right here on national television. So Tommy, Kenny, you're both jerks, okay? But you're right. You're right.
Oh,
I
we're
didn't say
missing the
what's
biggest
new.
one. We're missing the biggest pro though, guys.
What, the Fiend?
Can't. No, I'm talking about Eric Bischoff getting the credit to finally be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh well,
Took
yeah,
him long
he's got
enough.
points there.
Took him long
now
enough to put him in.
RVD's going in now. Did you hear about that?
I heard that because weren't they also filming something for like a documentary for him
Yeah.
for WWE? I think is what he said, and it's supposed to be released in May.
Yeah.
So I think he's definitely about to be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
I'm kind of like Sonny there. I'm kind of.
After his run in Impact, I just, he tarnished his legacy.
You think they're gonna put him and Bro together?
That would be great if they did, but no.
Yeah, I don't either. Here's a pro for you, Sonny. Ben Cliff says Rhino joining Violent by Design.
Well, he needs to do something. And
I just want to see what Heath's gonna do.
Well, that's what I mean. Heath is obviously going to be out for quite some time if they're doing something like that. So,
but I actually like
call
it.
Your own shot trophy.
But I actually like it though with him joining Violent by Design.
Y'all gonna make me turn my shit off again talking about this Impact.
Oh dear gosh.
Okay. Chris says the Fiend.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah.
Ben also,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Tommy.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say she really liked the Elias and Strowman stuff too, but she don't want to admit it.
Oh dear.
Ben says Jordan Devlin being back in NXT with his Escobar, with him versus Escobar.
Now that match for NXT is going to be a good one between Devlin and Escobar. That's going to be a good match.
Jeremy
for them
says,
to actually crown,
Crown what? Go ahead.
No, to crown the actual true cruiserweight champion. So that'll be a good match at Stand and Deliver.
Jeremy says Randy Orton on Broken Skull Sessions. I didn't watch all of it. I've seen pieces. I'm excited to watch it.
I loved it.
It was
Apparently,
good.
Undertaker sold for him. Undertaker sold for Randy Orton apparently in like his first match. But I think WWE edited it.
Yeah,
they like cut it to where. But apparently, Taker was like selling like a back-to-back bump from a drop kick. I'm like, man, if that don't tell you about Taker, man. Like
Ben Cliff says that Pro is Velvet Sky being back on commentary for the NWA.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't either.
No,
yes,
I'm just
she
glad
was on commentary.
NWA's back.
Maybe that's the feathers.
That is
maybe that's
right,
the feathers we're gonna let
right.
loose. We'll let them pigeons loose. What do you think?
We got the world's champion back, Nick Aldis.
Yeah. NWA come back. That is a big pro this week.
Absolutely.
So now that makes me wonder. So now that makes me wonder if the NWA Women's Championship is going to go back on NWA now because Serena Deeb is still on AEW, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Where does that leave Thunder Rosa?
And I think they're having a match too with Thunder Rosa, but I think Thunder Rosa didn't really sign a contract to AEW though.
No.
If I'm not mistaken. So she's still a part of that NWA. So I think she's going to go back to NWA if she ends up winning that title back from Serena Deeb.
Big Cliff wants to know, guys. Britt Baker, do you guys think she was truly bleeding or was it fake blood? He had the debate for nearly an hour the other day. I think it was real blood.
That was her real blood. That was not fake. That was her real blood.
I don't think
Britt Baker going. I don't think Britt. No, there was no blade. Trust me on that. Britt's a doctor. Let's be real here, guys. She's an actual doctor. So, but that was no fake blood. That was Britt's like real blood. Like,
I don't think it would have been as extreme.
Yeah. It wouldn't have.
Jeremy Robinson says, "Be a star, Shane McMahon. Stop bullying Braun."
Yeah.
Kenny Dunn's on the dope tonight. He's been hanging out with Sonny. He says, when are they going to put the Rabid Wolverine, Chris Benoit, or Flying Brian in the Hall of Fame?
Well,
I think Brian will
Chris
get in eventually, but Benoit's not going in.
Yeah, Chris Benoit's not going in there. Sorry.
Brian Pillman deserves it, yes.
Michael Mann says, didn't the WWE Network mess up and spoil Daniel Bryan? I think that was a mistake from what I read, unless they're trying to cover their shit.
It was a mistake.
It wouldn't make any sense for Daniel Bryan to go in right now. He's an active wrestler, and it'd just be weird.
What about them pulling Batista?
I think they had it. Go ahead, Skip.
I was just going to say Batista wanted to get pulled by Big Lips. What's her name? The muscular chick.
Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
Dana Brooke.
That's who he wanted to get pulled by.
Well, no, but he was going to go in the Hall of Fame. Then all of a sudden they pulled it. They had everything ready for him to go in, and they pulled all the media stuff.
Maybe a work or a shoot, but it was there was some scheduling technical. There was some scheduling.
Yeah, it was a scheduling problem that it was for him.
Yeah, and he wanted to be inducted when he could actually be inducted in person. So
I got to remember this man is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So they've been filming here in Atlanta for Marvel stuff.
Oh,
so
they're filming in Atlanta where Lyndon lives. Let's take a fucking drink.
Dude, all the Marvel movies are being filmed in Atlanta. Like, this is the mecca of Marvel is Atlanta, and we always hear about it.
Wow, check this out for Jeremy Robinson. This is pretty cold, but it's hilarious. He said the WWE is going to leave Benoit hanging on that Hall of Fame induction.
Wow.
It's gonna happen. He's not Benoit's not gonna go into the Hall of Fame. Everybody just needs to realize this. It's not gonna happen because of the incident that happened.
Big Cliff's been a jerk. He says this pro is Mike Will's being the Royal Rumble champion.
And that's new. Why?
Yeah.
That Ben Cliff's being a jerk.
It's not new, Tommy, but he's
That's what I'm saying.
Kenny Dunn also says Balor Cross is going to tear the house down when it happens. You're right. You're not wrong.
Just that week is going to be so good because NXT I think is going to deliver on their matches that they've got planned right now.
So much wrestling, man. I got stuff to do. I can't watch all that shit.
Dude, it's going to be such a busy week for the wrestling world.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to take off work just to watch it all.
A lot's happening in the week of WrestleMania. A lot of wrestling is coming.
Well, for those of you guys watching that don't know, the week after Mania, I think it's the 13th. That's going to be our last show for a little while. We're going to take a bit of a break, but we will be back. But next week here on the show, I'm excited to get your guys' take on this one. Next week, we are going to be discussing who was the best wrestler to never be world champion.
Oh, man.
Father Time.
We're not putting Father Time over again, Tommy. You don't put him over this week.
Oh, sorry. Daphne.
Yeah.
Well, she never was world champ, was she? No.
She had some kind of belt. I don't know. That's WCW, though. I have to look.
Michael Mann says Princeton having a team named Whistle Pigs. That's his pro of the week.
Thank you. I like it. It's so cute when they brought it out and they're like, ah!
Oh, jeez.
I just love the pop Sonny just to listen to her laugh.
And he's gone again.
Did John Covey Cole leave?
Yeah, Skip left. Skip skipped. That's what happened.
Oh, come on, Skip. Come back, Skip.
Yeah, come on, Skip. Oh, there's Skip. There goes Skip.
I thought myself.
Better.
All right, guys, I've had a lot of fun tonight. Lyndon, any final thoughts before we go, buddy?
I mean, this week of wrestling wasn't too many pros, but I'm pretty sure after this week there should be more come next week. But other than that, nope. But you guys, as you know, I have a podcast, Life with Lyndon podcast. We have 2 episodes up on Spotify, so be sure to go check it out. I like our page, Life with Lyndon podcast as well. And we should be dropping 2 episodes here soon. So, yeah.
The first one's entitled, it's titled, How to Not Be a Jerk.
Sure, we'll say that.
And I'm co-hosting because everyone knows everyone knows that I know how to not be a jerk.
Right.
Ben Cliff says he misses the Wang. You missed the Wang? Go over and check out Wrestling Reality Podcast on Facebook. I think that's what it's called. They got a show. They got stuff going on all week long, man. Go check them out. Tommy, any final thoughts, buddy?
Yeah, you got a minute? Okay. So, of course, I'm always happy to be here. So this Saturday, I'll be in Kingsport, Tennessee for Innovate Professional Wrestling, and he just went off the air again. 7 o'clock, Kingsport Auditorium. And also, I believe it's going to be airing sometime next week. Thursday night, I've got an interview with MILB Hat Billies. They're going to be, he just cut me off too. MILB Hat Billies, and they're going to be interviewing me on my over a quarter of a century baseball career, and we're going to be talking some wrestling. And that, I think, is going to be recorded Thursday, and they'll be playing it next week. I'll put out the links. I'll send it to John, so maybe he'll put it on the Ramble site. And
hold on a second,
should be
Tommy. Last time you sent me something to put over, the some bitch didn't even show up to the event.
I know what was up with that. He sent a nice little video. I couldn't understand him because I didn't know if he was drunk or high. But anyway,
he was both. He was dry.
I think he was dry.
So he just showed.
No, he never showed. But hey, the guys that he sent were good. I was going to ask you, what was that one guy? Carmo, something that big tall guy. He looked like Aquaman. They said they thought he was with the Impact. Karma. Something
Not
like
that I know of.
Yeah,
In
but
the world
he
is Carmen San Diego.
yeah.
Man, someone's going to choke the chickens, what Ben Cliff says. I agree, Ben. It might be me.
Yeah.
I tell you who's
Well,
not
what
going
you
to be.
do?
Tell you who's not going to be choking the chicken, and that's Luke Gallows. He can't catch the kids for a week.
Yeah.
They're screwed.
All right.
So screwed.
All right. Whatever you guys do in your personal time, that's your own business. But anyway.
Hey, we start a show right here. I mean, we started to put it on the Ramble Network. Catching
What,
kids,
choking?
catching kids with Covey Cole.
Oh dear.
No.
Gallows would join you.
Hell yeah, he would. He's a good brother. He'd join me in a heartbeat.
Absolutely, he would.
Sonny, what's your final thoughts, my dear?
Not too much. I'm working on getting my podcast up and going. I have 2 episodes, like Lyndon, up on Spotify. Also, I have the Facebook page up and running now, Sunny Salem Sessions. Check it out, please. I would love it. A little bit slow on the uptake, though, right now, just because we're still in lockdown here up in Canada. So I'm still homeschooling. So I'm a little bit delayed right now. So I apologize.
I'm going to tell you what I tell my children, what I tell my coworkers, and what I tell my friends. I don't want to hear about the labor pains. I just want to see the baby.
Yep.
He tells me that all
Fair
the
enough.
time when I'm pitching.
Yep.
You have friends?
Oh.
Sorry, John.
No. I know he's got some that's not too loyal, but you know. Disappeared
And there
again.
he goes again.
Oh, I'm sorry, John. I say
And
that in
he
jest.
has left the building.
I apologize, John. I'll be
Does
your
that mean
friend.
I got
Come
to
back.
off again?
I done told you last week, Mike, friends don't let friends steal belts. You ain't my friend. You stole
I'm
my
sorry.
belt. You done made me sad.
I still love.
I used to have
I still love you,
friends.
John. You have friends. I was kidding. I apologize. I shouldn't pick like that, so I apologize.
I'm going to cry in the car.
Okay.
No, you won't. You probably won't. You just want sympathy, but that's okay.
Shut up, jerk. Nobody's talking to you, Lyndon.
Feels don't cry.
Big
Exactly.
girls, they don't cry. They don't
Yep.
cry.
Okay.
Is there something you need to tell us? Because you talking about being a lovely woman earlier. Now you're saying that you don't cry. As a big
Tommy,
girl.
shut up. What are you doing? I've been so proud of you. You've been so nice to me. Now you've been hanging out with Wills too long. You, him, and Lyndon are such jerks to me.
Oh, Lordy, I love it.
And if these two,
Oh, I'm
if
never
these,
a
if
jerk
he-
to you, Skip.
if these other 2 hoorahs would let Sonny talk, she'd probably be a jerk to me too.
She's too busy laughing at you to be talking to you, be a jerk.
Look,
I love it.
Exactly.
She's over there popping and
Like-
everything, dude. It's great.
I'm out of grapes. I have to
All right.
go.
I have something to say before we go, John, if I may. Okay. No, in all seriousness, guys, I put the belt down because I'm not talking as the Royal Ramble champion as Will Billy. I'm talking about Mike Wills, the evangelical Christian, and the preacher. Okay. In regards to the whole thing that happened with Hogan and all of that going on, all I got to say is this: 20 years in the military, we all bled red. That's all I'm going to say about that. Christ and racism does not mix. You can't love God and hate his creation. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Amen, bro.
Thank you, sir.
Mike,
They don't want to hear it, though.
Mike, your
They don't
sermon,
wanna
Mike,
hear it.
your sermon's not till tomorrow, honey.
Hey, he can start now. I don't
Shut
mind.
up, Tommy. I'm talking to Mike.
They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that truth. They ain't ready
Hey.
for it.
I'm ready for the God's word any time of the week, every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
I can't pass up an opportunity. So, for those of you who aren't religious, I apologize. I wear my faith on my sleeve, so I gotta spread it, guys. It's the gospel, it's the good news, and so I have to. So,
Just so
and now we bring you back to the Royal Ramble.
just so everybody knows, Barbie says that I have fans. She didn't say she was one of them, but she said I have fans.
Hey, Barbie Sears,
Yeah,
are you a fan of Mike Wills?
No, Michael.
What?
She said
You watch.
She said
That's what she puts on there.
She said you're ugly and your mama dresses you funny.
Now, the only fans that John Covey Cole has is the one that you plug into the wall and turn on low, medium, or high.
Listen, we don't want to hear about your damn OnlyFans, Tommy. So you hush.
Oh dear.
This thing went off of rails quicker than Braun Strowman's pushing the WWE.
Hey, look,
Or his
choo-choo.
choo-choo train sounds on Monday nights. But anyway,
Yeah. Anyway. Barbie said yes, Mike. Just so you know, buddy.
Yep.
yeah.
And look, John, just for you, I put a fan on screen just for you. There's you a fan.
Aw.
Mine's over there. But that used to be in my locker room. Says Roscoe's fan, do not remove.
Lyndon, I've had enough of this. Take them home.
Oh, come on, Skip. Don't leave, man. Well, guys, we thank you for joining us this week on the Royal Ramble. So, for Tommy Thomason, for Sunny Salem, the Royal Rumble champ, Mike Willis, and your boy, as always, Uncle Shay, Lyndon Childress, this is Royal Ramble. Come back and see us next week, and we out of here, guys. Ramble on.
Take care, guys.
Ramble on.